Hello everyone, and welcome back to Steins Gate. I'm G, and we have just shifted the world line once again. God knows where this will end up. Actually, some of us do know where this will end up. Although, I do wonder how closely my playthrough is actually going to follow the events of the anime. I'm not actually sure, because I don't know if I've diverged from that yet or not. But overall, it's been fairly faithful, with like a few extra steps, of course. There's been more conversations, there's been more explanation and development. So, I don't know, I guess we'll see. But anyways, time to see what has been wrought by the Catgirl's wish. As the dizziness fades, I exhale slowly and open my eyes. Alright world, show me your new form. Man, I wish I knew what kind of mail Farah sent. First things first, I'm still in her room. When I look out the window, the occupus sprawl greets me. I scan the room. Okay, card open.
Oh no, another virus card. Not so fast, Nyan. Oh, you took 3 link cards, right? And I got 3 virus cards, right? Mayushi's in trouble.
What are they doing? The 3 of them are sitting around a table, playing some kind of game. We still have a terminal card. We can turn the tables next turn.
It's way too late for that, Nya. Ferris is going to use the terminal card, virus checker, Nya. So which is Mayushi's last virus card, Nya? Oh no.
You're a monster, Ferris 10.
Hey, could you wait 2 or 3 turns, Nya? Please, Nya? Not even if you try to copycat Ferris, Nya. No way.
Mayuri puts her fingers to both her eyes as if to mime tears. Anyway, it looks like they're playing Ryanet Access Battlers. It happened again, reading Steiner. I am the only person in the world who keeps his memories after the past changes. Ferris's D-mail worked. That's why the 3 of them are now playing a card game instead of waiting for Ferris to press the button. Ferris never even sent the D-mail. If I look at her phone, there won't be any record of it in her send history. And even if I demand that she tell me what she sent, she won't be able to answer, because the very fact that she sent it has been erased. The only trace of the D-mail is in the recipient's phone, namely, Ferris's father's phone 10 years ago. But that 10-year-old mail data was most likely erased long ago, so I don't think we can check. I have to figure out what changed the hard way. Let's start looking for differences.
Whew! Ferris-chan is really strong.
And we've got mail! Who's it from? Assistant! Oh. Wait, we have no mail from Part-Time Warrior. Uh-oh. Ruh-roh. Assistant. I forgot to mention it, but could you buy some cup noodles for dinner? You know that brand, Hakodate No. 1? That. Wait. Also, I got an achievement in regards to Kurusu? Question mark? I thought you wanted to eat Genchan ramen. Make up your mind. Oh boy. This is gonna be fine. Oh, bye.
Mayushi started out strong, Nya. You have potential, Nya. But don't think I'll go easy on you just because we're playing for fun, Nya. Besides, I promised Papa that I'd win the next tournament, Nya. I can't lose to anyone before then, Nya. Papa?
Ferris nods happily.
Papa said that if Ferris won, he'd take time off work to congratulate me, Nya.
I want to congratulate you too. Are you free that night?
Papa and I are having dinner that night, Nya.
Oh.
You know, we should all go cheer at the finals. Thanks, Nya.
Isn't your final opponent the Viral Attackers duo? No one had heard of them until they defeated Ferris 10's rivals, Idiona. I think I pronounced that right. First 10 duels with Idiona were all god tier, so I was looking forward to it.
I haven't seen any other Rhinator matches, but are the viral attackers really that ferocious?
Oh god. I did the first try again, oh no. Well, they're not a threat to First 10. First 10 is the strongest. First 10 is a goddess.
Yeah, stop it, yeah, you're embarrassing me, yeah.
As I listen to their conversation, I feel a strange churning in my gut. Something's not right here. A voice whispers from deep within, deeper than reason. I play the conversation back in my head and soon realize the source of my discomfort. The Ferris I knew had never been to an official Rhinet tournament. And yet now she's about to compete in the tournament finals. Which means she's been going to tournaments for a while. Is this the change that Ferris wanted to make? Considering the recipient was her father, maybe he was strict and wouldn't let her go to tournaments. But is that a reason to change the past? Ferris is only 17 years old. It's not too late for her to start participating in tournaments. If there were an age limit to Rhinet tournaments, that would be one thing. I guess it was just that important to her? At that moment, someone knocks on the door. The door opens halfway, and a middle-aged man appears, and we're getting more texts! Assistant again.
It's Hakodate number 1. I never said anything about Genchan Ramen. Is it good?
Ooh, she doesn't remember. It's not the butler. Oh god, I'm just gonna go with dad voice, just regular dad voice. Excuse me, Rumiho, do you have a minute?
Papa!
Ferris quickly gets up and leaves the room. Whoa, Ferris Chan's dead. Shouldn't we say hello?
He's a CEO, right? Wow!
Ferris soon returns. Then she turns to us and puts her hands together in a gesture of apology.
Sorry, Nya, Ferris has to go out with Papa, Nya. Okay, I guess we'll see you later then.
But Ferris Chan, what about my match? You promised to give me a hands-on lesson, you know, really work me over.
Pretty sure I didn't, Nya.
Of course you didn't. I was just making it up.
Dara-kun, you shouldn't trouble Ferris-chan like that. Come on, Okarin, let's go back to the lab.
Yeah.
You know, Kyoma's been awfully quiet, Nya. Something wrong, Nya?
Nothing. I was just looking at Akiba, watching the ignorant masses scurry about in search of momentary surcease from the pain of existence. That's Okarin for you. Batshit crazy. I feel like those three faces really just summed up their relationships with Okabe. Just Ferris is like, aw, yeah. And the other two are like, oh my god, Okarin, why? Ferris, her dad, and their butler see us off. Her dad tells us to come visit again. Ferris's dad seems like he's a cool guy. He's not pompous like you expect rich people to be. The sun is setting, but there's still a crowd in front of Akiba Station. More foreigners than usual. People come from all over the world to buy electronics and otaku goods in Akiba, but it looks like the satellite is attracting some as well. Man, it's hot. Less than a minute outside and I'm already drenched in sweat. Ferris's air-conditioned apartment was a little slice of heaven. I'd love air conditioning in the lab, but we don't have that kind of money. Anyway, how about some food? I turn around to ask Daru and Mayushi what they think. Mayuri's not there. Huh? Where'd Mayuri go? Huh? You're right, she's gone. Did Stardust Handshake activate again? I scan the area. There she is, walking casually towards the station. She's already about 50 meters away. I chase after her. Mayuri, where are you going?
Okarin, Mayushi was thinking about stopping by Nakano Broadway before going home.
If you're going home, then why didn't you say so?
Sorry. All I could think about was going to Nakano.
Mayushi's like some kind of ninja. Never noticed she was gone. Mayuri does this a lot. She just wanders off without saying anything. And just like Daru said, you never notice she's gone. So when you turn around to look for her, it's like she vanished into thin air. Stardust handshake and sneaking fade. Why did her powers have to be so annoying? What business do you have in Nakano anyway?
Well, Asoro Sword Dojinshi came out yesterday.
Porn?
No, but the illustrator is Koga Yui-san. Mayushi thinks it's finally time to get serious about costumes again.
Koga Yui. She was the character designer for last year's Gundam. Definitely not Gundam.
Yep.
Buy me one too.
Okie dokie.
What are you guys talking about? If you want Dojinshi, why not go to Toranoana? Toranoana. I think I got it right. Toranoana. It's right over there. Daru and Mayuri stare at me blankly.
There? Where?
You know, there. Right over. I follow my pointing finger. Toranoana isn't there. What? I rub my eyes and blink several times. It doesn't help. Maybe I'm looking in the wrong place. I check up and down the street, but no, it's nowhere to be found. And what's more, I can't find Animate either. It's supposed to be right next to Toranoana. Instead, I see electronic stores. Daiichi Kaden and T21 Minami. Never seen them before in my life. Wait. I remember Mr. Brown saying that Akiba used to have a lot more electronics shops. Many of them closed. I think Daiichi Kaden and T21 Minami were among them. Where the hell did Toranoana and Animate go? Have you lost it, man? Huh?
There aren't any Toranoanas or Animates in Akiba. That's why Mayushi's going to Nakano to buy Dojinshi.
What do you mean there aren't any? They were there yesterday, weren't they? What about earlier today? I wasn't really paying attention on the way to Ferris's apartment, but I'm pretty sure they were still there. There's no Moe stores in Akiba, man. You know that. The Holy Land of Moe is Nakano. But Akiba is the Holy Land of Moe. The whole world knows that. Has the heat finally gone to your head, Ocarine? Akiba is the electric town. If you open a Moe store here, the electronics otaku would riot. This feeling again. Dissonance. My memories don't match reality. The past has changed. Part of me knows what has happened. But I still can't help but ask. What about Mandarake?
Nope.
Akibao? Of course there's an Akibao. I mean, Akibao Koku, where they sell dojinshi. The hell's that?
They sell Dojinshi at Akibao?
Of course not, that would be crazy. Gamers? Ramutara? They shake their heads. Melon Books? Asobit City? They look confused. So basically, I swallow hard. I finally understand. It's hard to believe, but I must face the truth. Chaos has forsaken this place. Every last store that sold anime, eroge, or moe goods has disappeared from Akiba. In a final desperate attempt to deny reality, I run to Meikui Nyanyan, the maid cafe where Mayuri and Ferris work, and which Daru and I frequent. But upon arriving at the storefront, I am forced to my knees in abject defeat. It's gone. It's all gone. It's not just the moe stores. Even the maid cafes have disappeared. Mayuri, you work at Mayqueen, don't you?
Mayqueen? What's that, potato?
Meikui Nyanyan? I asked Daru too, but no reaction.
Mayushi works at Lem 1, remember?
Lemoine? I don't know. Lemoine? Is that a maid cafe?
It's just a normal coffee shop.
Is there even a single maid cafe in Akiba? No, man, the people here hate moe businesses. Nobody would go. It's clear now. This has to be the result of Ferris's email. The butterfly effect is at it again. Ferris said she had influence over Akiba's development board. They adopted her plan and embraced the moe industry. But by sending a D-mail to 2000, the world line has shifted to one where that never happened. Akiba is still electronics all the way. To think that a single mail could rewrite 10 years of a town's history. Is it okay to change history on a whim like this? I almost feel guilty about it, but since I'm the only one who remembers the original Akiba, nobody can blame me. And it's not like I can change it back. But still, what in the world did Ferris's D-mail say? The next morning, I go for a stroll through the streets of Akiba. What I discover is that, although the chaotic energy familiar to me has receded, Akiba is still Akiba at its core. The few electronic stores that I used to frequent are still here. In fact, they've multiplied. You can still hear their loud theme songs and the cries of salesmen all the way from the sidewalk. Electronics otaku and PC maniacs walk the streets with unkempt hair, wrinkled clothes, and eyes burning with intense purpose. There are even cheerful foreigners taking in the sights. The maids and young female otaku have disappeared, but the hobbyist essence of the town is unchanged. I admit it's a relief. Yesterday, I heard from Mayuri how we met Ferris on this world line. I was wondering, since May Queen no longer exists. It was at a small Rainet tournament at a toy store in Ikebukuro. We went to cheer on Daru, but he dropped out because of a stomachache, so Mayuri and I ended up taking his place. Our opponent was Ferris. We got crushed, needless to say, but Mayuri says that Ferris was very gracious and gave us advice on how to play. That was the beginning of their beautiful friendship. Our paths has changed considerably, yet we still ended up with the same close relationship we had on the last world line. Fascinating. Maybe Lady Luck is looking out for us. I've got mail. We're watching you. Oh, jeez. What the hell? Is this a prank? Spam? Why red gelatin? Who's watching me? What's going on here? I spin around, searching the crowd. A few passers-by look at me strangely. I don't care. Something is wrong. Goosebumps break out over my body. Is it the organization? CERN? If so, then this mail is a threat. My pulse skyrockets. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. What do I do? Do I tell someone? Who? I can't involve anyone. It's a prank. It has to be. Ignore it. But what if it's serious? Are the men in black coming? I'm dead. They'll erase me. Erase us. Should I call the police? No, not enough evidence. What do I do? What do I do? What the hell do I... Thoughts spin inside my head. Every pedestrian looks like an enemy. I flee from the crowd. After I manage to calm myself down, I head back to the lab. For now, I'll write that mail off as a prank. It's still early. Well, I guess it's actually noon, but Mayuri, Kurisu, and Lukako are already at the lab when I return. I greet them, trying to keep the anxiety out of my voice. It's Sunday, Obon weekend. What are you doing here, lab girls?
Pardon the intrusion, Okabe-san. Good morning, Okarin!
The two cute high school girls wave to me in greeting. By the way, one of these girls is actually a boy. In any case, the sight warms my heart, or would if not for a certain assistant who just gives me a bored look before going back to reading. What are you doing? Mayuri and Lukako are sitting next to each other in the sofa, reading a book together. It looks like a cosplay photo album.
Yesterday I went to Nakano to buy Dojinshi, remember? While I was there, I found a photo album of a super cute cosplayer. So I splurged on it. Look, Ruka-chan, this is a costume of Sedona from Bloodtune. It's so detailed and cute. It is.
I see. She's showing it to Lukako as part of his re-education. To think that he was so reluctant to get involved in cosplay. Looks like Mayuri's persistence has paid off. Actually, judging by his obvious interest in the photo album, maybe he was always interested in cosplay, just too shy to cosplay himself.
Take a look, Chris-chan. It's amazing.
I'm okay. Looks like Harusu's not interested in the photo album. She just gives a cold humph. Instead, she's reading a difficult-looking English book. Damn it, this is no time to be showing off your intelligence. You're going to make Mayuri cry if you talk to her like that. Or so I thought, but Mayuri doesn't seem to mind, so I stay out of it.
Wow, look at these swimsuits. So much skin. She's got a great figure like a gravure idol.
I don't know what that means, but sure.
Must be nice. Nice, the swimsuits? I don't have that great a figure. Don't worry, Ruka-chan. I'm sure you'll make our big friends breathe hard.
Gus. Hey now, Mayuri, what are you saying? It's like you're referring to Daru with that remark.
And plenty of people like flat chests, so even if you don't have breasts, you should still have confidence in yourself.
Kurisu starts choking on her coffee. I know how she feels. I almost did a spit take with my soda. Mayuri's breasts are huge for their height, so her advice lacks a certain element of persuasion. Why are we talking about this?
I know. Once Komima's over, let's all go on a trip to the beach. Maybe she's been making costumes all summer. I haven't had time to play at all. What do you think, guys? A Lab Mem beach trip.
All of the Lab Mems? I can't go. I have to go back to America soon, and I haven't even started packing yet. Yes, I can see you're in a rush. I bet you don't even have time to lounge around and read. Kurisu snaps her book shut and glares at me. Fine, I'll be blunt. There's no way I'm swimming with two perverts like you. If it's just the girl members, I'll happily go. Be honest, Christina. You just don't want me to see the Mongolian spot on your butt. I don't have a Mongolian spot. Anyway, if it's just the girl members, then doesn't that rule out Lukako? What's that supposed to mean? Didn't we tell you earlier? Lukako is a bona fide guy. My declaration of the truth freezes the air instantly. Huh? There's something off about their reaction. You're the worst. Where do you get off calling her a guy?
Yeah, Karin, that's a terrible thing to say.
Even Mayuri condemns me. Lukako meanwhile turns pale and hangs his head so I can't see his face. Is he crying? Normally he'd get depressed and say something about how embarrassed he'd be to wear a swimsuit, but he wouldn't start crying. Christina, I understand your desire to deny the truth. It's difficult to imagine that a guy could ever be so cute, but... Okabe! Kurisu advances on me with a stern glare. If you want to give me stupid nicknames, that's fine. I mean, it's not, but... What you said just now is below the belt. I didn't take you for the kind of guy who thinks it's funny to hurt people's feelings, but I guess I was wrong. You're a real jerk, Okabe. Huh? What did I do to deserve this tongue lashing? Apologize. Apologize to Ushibara-san right now. Wait a second. I don't have to apologize for anything. I just said the truth. It's okay. Lukako gets up from the sofa. His head is still hanging and his voice is barely audible. So that's how Okabe-san sees me. No, that's not how I see you, Lukako. You're a guy, remember? Or are you denying reality too? You're the one denying reality.
That's right, Ruka-chan's a girl, Karin, you're terrible.
Mayuri, when did you start calling Lukako Ruka-chan instead of Ruka-kun? Cut it out already, Okabe, she's a girl. Mayuri nods in agreement. Huh? What's going on here? Is this some kind of prank?
I'm going home.
Lukako tries to slip by me out of the lab. I grab his hand to stop him from leaving. Hold it, Lukako. You can't fool me. You're as much a man as I am, and I know how to prove it. Oh, God. I'm not going to show this. I'm not going to show this. I'm not going to show this because it's really awful. Lukako, you... The D-mail that I thought had failed was actually a success. You're a girl?
That's what we've been saying.
A half second later, Kurusu cracks me over the head with her heavy textbook. When my vision clears, Lukako is crying. Mayuri is rubbing her back comfortingly. Kurusu, meanwhile, is glaring down at me like I'm something she scraped off the bottom of her shoe. Daru, who arrived a moment ago, is in the corner trying not to laugh. Honestly, I can't blame him. Righteous high school girl makes perverted college guy beg for forgiveness. If I had to put a title to the scene, that's what it would be. The top of my head is throbbing. Most likely because Kurusu wiped out 100 million of my precious neurons, envied by scientists the world over. I put a moist towel to my head.
I want to vivisect your skull and remove your brain for a good washing. Then I'll submerge it in a culture fluid so you can never do anything like that again. Anyway, just be thankful I haven't reported you to the police.
Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry. Man, that was dumb. I didn't think it would be gone. Lukako has become a girl. Her face hasn't changed, and she's flat as a board, but she's definitely a girl. I guess that ridiculous superstition was true. If you eat vegetables, you'll have a girl. Does this count as a scientific breakthrough? Anyway, I'd better apologize to Lukako. I hope she doesn't get PTSD because some pervert, me, groped her. I mean, she's a 17-year-old girl now, and she was shy to begin with. I'll need to be as gentle as humanly possible from now on. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if she never spoke to me again. I have no one but myself to blame. I'll just have to accept the consequences.
Anyway, what in the hell made you think that Urushibara-san was a boy?
As I already explained, we changed the past. Lukako was a guy, but he wanted to be a girl, so we sent a D-mail to make his wish come true. And it worked. I knew the world line has changed. My magic eye reading Steiner saw the shift in time. But I chose to believe that my mundane senses instead. I should have had more faith in my powers. I won't make that mistake again. Kurusu calmly readies her book above her head.
Want some more?
I'm telling the truth. You have to believe me. I can explain this phenomenon logically. When we sent the D-mail, we changed the past, and all of history changed as a result. My brain perceived that change. I leaped to my feet, overcome with excitement. Out of all mankind, I alone can perceive changes in causality. I am this world's observer. I look around, expecting to see awe on their faces.
Sit down before I hit you again.
I do as I'm told. Don't you understand? I'm the observer, the one who opens the box holding Schrodinger's cat.
Schrödinger?
Schrodinger's cat again. The Japanese can't get enough of that cat.
You're Japanese too.
I've had enough Schrodinger, thanks. I do admit that kittens are cute, though. Kittens. Gah. Dar is absolutely right. Whenever an anime wants to use quantum mechanics, the characters always talk about Schrodinger's cat. Anyway, my magic eye has the power to perceive changes in the world line. This power is called reading Steiner, as I've explained.
And I told you that name was stupid, remember? It's English, like something from a kid's manga. Not to mention it's a grammatical mess, and there's also the fact that it's half German, so no consistency there either. It's stupid. The same goes for that Steins thing you're always talking about.
Looks like you've still got that Mongolian spot on your butt, eh, Christina? Names are all about feeling. My creativity, comparable to the great Da Vinci himself, cannot be held by the shackles of grammar. She hits me again. I'm seeing stars. Show a little remorse, huh? I'm sorry. Lukako is still crying. As punishment, I spend the next 30 minutes on my knees under Harassu's watchful eye. If I slouch for a second, I get the corner of her book. I'd accept being told, die pervert, if it were coming from Lukako, but why the hell is Harassu butting in? I didn't do anything to her. Does she think she's one of those class president characters? Anyway, I flee the lab as soon as my punishment is over. The silent pressure from the girls is just too much to bear. I step into the sun and stretch. My legs are numb from the kneeling, so I can barely stand straight. At that moment, the brown tube workshop door opens, and out comes part-time warrior. Our eyes meet. Sup? She's less energetic than usual. Why are you so wobbly? It's a new exercise. Huh, never heard of it. Suzuha answers listlessly as she sits down on the bench. When she aimlessly gazes skyward, I follow suit. Huge clouds are slowly swallowing the blue. A helicopter flies overhead. I can hear its propellers slicing the air. Perfect weather for cycling. Really? But it's so damn hot. How can you exercise on a day like this? I'd rather drink hot coffee in a well air-conditioned room while browsing the net. Now that's a luxurious way to spend some break. If only the lab had air conditioning. Hey, up for a little cycling? Seriously? She has to be joking. Your bike only has one seat. One of us can sit in the back. Don't you have work to do? Suzuha pops into the store. She's back in less than a minute. I got permission. It's not like we'll have customers anyways. I try to think of an excuse to refuse, but nothing comes. I'm a mad scientist, not a mad cyclist. So why am I doing the pedaling? Long ago, Aristotle said time is just the measure of motion. So put those pedals in motion. That doesn't make sense. I'm exhausted. We barely made it to the station. I'd die if I went another block. Oh boy, let's see who it is. Mayuri.
Do you want to be a trap too? There's nothing to be ashamed of. I think cross-playing is wonderful. You have Mayushi's full support.
Oh. Okay. That is a lovely sentiment with regrettable vocabulary. Oh boy. Oh boy. This was a terrible idea. I should have known better. I get off the bicycle and sit against the station wall. Suzuha sets the bike against the wall and crouches next to me. Sitting on the ground is undignified for a man of my stature, but no matter. I just need a few moments to catch my breath. I watch the crowds of people move past. Nearly all of them are men. Here and there, I see people carrying large boxes, most likely PC parts or appliances. There isn't an anime poster in sight. When Akiba changed, so did the people who visited it. This atmosphere. It's kind of retro. It's the Akiba I've only seen in pictures, Akiba at the end of the 20th century. The electric town in its purest form. It has risen from the ashes of the past. And the only one who knows it is me. You know, Suzuha murmurs, it's only been 10 days since I arrived in Tokyo. Huh, I didn't know that. Vacation? No, that can't be right. I'm hunting for my father. That's a strange way to put it. Did he run away? I meant it as a joke, but Suzuha looks so serious, I hope I didn't screw it up again. I haven't seen him in years, but I know he's in this town. Oh. But then why are you working downstairs? Suzuha works at the Brown Tube Workshop from 11 AM to 7 PM every day. I doubt that leaves much time to search.
Honestly, I don't have a clue where to begin.
Have you talked to the police?
No.
Then shouldn't you? Or you could hire a private investigator or something if you have money.
I don't have the resources, and besides, there are issues.
Issues.
I only have one chance.
And that chance... Oh, nope. It's still Suzuha.
And that chance is tomorrow. I know that tomorrow he might reappear in a certain place.
A certain place? That has a rather ominous ring to it. Could her father be some kind of fugitive? I stay silent, unable to think of a response.
If I miss that chance, then I'll have to leave.
By leave, you mean go back home?
Not exactly. I have a parallel priority engagement.
What?
I've already made up my mind. I don't find him tomorrow, I'll give up.
You're worried, aren't you? I understand that feeling. You're alone, searching for your father in an unfamiliar town. It can't be easy. You hoped that talking to someone would help. That's why you sought out the most reliable person around, me. Alas, part-time warrior. Wait. Shit. Oh no. I forget how to do the log. 1 second. Ah, there it is. Alas, part-time warrior, you have made a grave mistake, for I am the insane mad scientist, Hoin Kyoma. Wait, and back. Okay. You shall be my next guinea pig.
Guinea pig?
You know what I'm talking about. D-mail, the greatest discovery in the history of science. I've already explained D-mail to Suzuha before. You shall be the subject of our next experiment.
What are you gonna do?
Suzuha takes a step back. She finally realizes the danger she's in. Do? Simple. I need more data, and I'll do anything to obtain it. You're going to change the past. You can change it however you like, but only I will know the difference. If you think that's cruel, then do as you please. But know that you are already caught in my web. You cannot escape. Fear not! I know exactly what you should write in your email. Listen well. You're going to send this to your father before he disappeared. Don't abandon your daughter. Mwahaha!
You're a nice guy, you know that?
What?
I think talking to you really did help.
Are you trying to insult me? I am not a nice guy. I am a mad scientist who experiments on women and children. Now tell me your father's email address. If you don't, then I shall unleash the power of my right arm. Once it's unsealed, not even I can control it. You may not survive. Consider yourself warned. Consider yourself warned. I slurred that real bad.
Sorry, I can't.
You dare defy me?
I don't know his email address or his phone number.
Oh. Well, that's a letdown.
That's why tomorrow's my only chance. Thanks for caring, though.
I don't care. I'm just disappointed I couldn't experiment on you.
Anyway, you can send mail to the past? That's amazing. The first time machine ever.
Of course it's amazing. I am Hoin Kyoma.
Any plans to upgrade it?
Upgrade it?
You know, like sending people to the past or something.
We're working on it. No good ideas yet, though.
Then let me give you one word of advice. You should leave Makise Kurisu out of it.
What do you have against her anyway?
Well, better get back to the workshop. I only got a 30-minute break. I'll get in trouble if I don't get back soon.
I stop Suzuha as she gets on the bike. Come to the lab tomorrow, whether you meet your father or not.
Why?
So I can use your grief to power my time machine.
You really are a mad scientist. So evil.
If I meet my father, I'll stop by. Then we can do a gun salute. She laughs happily. Then she starts pedaling, leaving me behind. Hey, wait! Let me on! Hey! Suzuha doesn't wait, leaving me with no choice but to run back to the lab. And I think that this is a pretty good place to cut it. Oh my god! So many noises all just happened at once. Good god. But yeah, I think this is a pretty good place to cut it. We have understood the full ramifications of our D-mails that we have sent so far. And boy howdy, were there some regrettable choices there. I'm probably going to have to cut out that one scene. Boy howdy. Don't do bad things. I already went over this in the previous Lukako episode. Just don't. Just don't. Just don't. The end. That's all. That's all there is to it. Don't. Just don't. The end. Don't. Anyways. I really look forward to seeing where this goes, because this is starting to diverge a little bit, I believe, from the anime. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it's starting to diverge a little bit, which is exciting. But anyways, thank you all so much for following my playthrough of Steins Gate, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye now.